Hey there, it's me. Today I'm going to be explaining the movie Lilo and Stitch. We start off the movie with Lilo Pelekai, a spirited Hawaiian girl who really wishes she had a friend. Meanwhile, 626 crash lands near a wedding. He rips the bride's veil and in a panic he runs away. He ends up getting run over by a tourist trolley and wakes up in an animal shelter. It's there he meets Lilo, who thinks he's a dog. Lilo's older sister, Nanny, is her legal guardian, but she's struggling to take care of her and their home. In fact, their social worker, Mrs. Kakoa, has just visited them. And since Nanny isn't making any progress, Keiko is going to give Lilo to another family in 1 week. The next day, their neighbor, Tutu, takes Lilo to the animal shelter. She heard that Lilo wanted a friend and thought this would cheer her up. 626 is actually being hunted by Jumba and Pleakley, Galactic Federation agents who are looking to capture him. But they don't know that he's at the shelter. So he disguises himself as a dog, whiles away the time playing with the other animals until Lilo comes to adopt him. She names him Stitch because she thinks he looks like he needs to be stitched up. He looks like he was ripped apart in a big hurry. This makes Nanny laugh, and she even jokingly suggests that they should bill him for the damages to the couch. When they bring Stitch to Nanny's Lao workplace, he scares all the customers away. She loses her job as a server and she has no way to pay rent. Keiko returns to check up on them, bringing along Cobra Bubbles, a former CIA agent who is now posing as a social worker. Cobra is secretly looking for aliens. He doesn't realize that they're right there in front of him, though, and Keiko tells Nanny that she has 1 week to turn things around or she'll be forced to take Lilo away. Over the next few days, Nanny tries everything she can think of to make money, but thanks to Lilo and Stitch, nothing works. Desperate, Lilo tries to help her sister get a job as a surfing instructor, and it works. Nanny's first shift goes well, and she and Lilo have fun surfing together. But Jumba and Plea have followed them to the beach. They try to capture Stitch again, but their efforts end in chaos and result in a wipeout that almost drowns Lilo. Stitch sinks down to the bottom of the ocean floor to save her, though, and she survives. Once she's recovered, Keiko pays another visit to the sisters. She tells Nanny that the government will cover their health insurance if she gives up guardianship of Lilo. It's a painful decision, but ultimately she reluctantly agrees to it. That night, Nanny and Lilo share an emotional goodbye, and Stitch, feeling guilty about what happened, returns to the shelter alone. Meanwhile, Jumba's boss, the Grand Councilwoman, is very frustrated with him. His failure after failure has cost the Galactic Federation a lot of money, and she terminates their deal. She then orders Plea to put Jumba in his spaceship and bring him back to prison. But before they leave, Jumba bails and resolves to capture Stitch once and for all on his own. The next day, Lilo goes looking for Stitch and finds him at the shelter. But just as she's about to take him home, Jumba arrives to arrest him. They flee to the Pelekai home, where a battle ensues. The house is destroyed, but during the fight, Jumba reveals that Stitch only stayed with Lilo to protect himself. He never actually cared about her or her sister. This leaves Stitch feeling devastated and guilt-ridden. He surrenders to Jumba voluntarily. Jumba takes Stitch aboard his spaceship. He plans to use a portal gun to erase Stitch's empathy and return him to a life of crime. But Lilo sneaks aboard and rescues him. She jumps out of the ship just as Jumba regains control of it and ejects him into the ocean. The ship crashes into the sea, trapping Lilo underwater. Stitch struggles to free her, but soon he, too, begins to drown. Nanny and David, Lilo's friend, spot them and rush to help. David manages to pull them both out of the water. He even jumps. Stitch starts performing mouth-to-nose resuscitation on Lilo. Then, remembering that Stitch isn't a human, David decides to try jumping his lungs to restart his heart. It works, and Stitch is soon revived. The Grand Councilwoman arrives to rearrest Jumba, but she grants Stitch his freedom as well. She's seen Lilo and Stitch's strong bond and realizes that he deserves to stay on Earth with his Ohana. Plea decides to stay on Earth as well to watch over Stitch. He moves in with the Pelekais, and everyone's happy except for Jumba. A few months later, Keiko stops by to inform Nanny that she can transfer guardianship of Lilo to David and Tutu. Now Lilo can stay at home while Nanny pursues her dreams. As a last resort, Jumba uses the portal gun to visit them in Kauai. He regularly joins Lilo and Stitch for dinner, keeping their Ohana intact. And that's the end of our Lilo and Stitch movie explained. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more videos like these, you can subscribe to the channel.